Hey guys, I wanted to do a full review of this Insignia lapel mic I have here. Just kind of compare it to the Rode Video Micro I have and talk about why I think this is better in certain situations than others. I'll show you how I have it set up on my G85 in terms of audio settings, that kind of thing, and just give you my thoughts on it. I mean, this was only $40. It's something that's probably crossed your mind at one point or another, so I thought I'd just kind of give you my thoughts and feelings on it. All right. Here we go. All right, so physically speaking, you have a cord that comes out of the camera. This section here is probably about 15 feet long up until you get to this section here. And then from this up to the actual mic, it's probably about 5 feet. So let's talk about this real quick. Now this houses your battery. It's a little coin cell that comes with the mic. It's in the box. It's pretty lightweight. But the main control on this thing is a switch, and it just says camera or off/smartphone. Okay, I have an iPhone 7, so I can't use this. It doesn't have a headphone jack/mic jack. But my thinking is if you're using this with a smartphone, you're not going to want that powered connection, which is what happens when you switch it to camera. You get that amplifier that kicks in. And that amplifier is one thing that makes this so attractive, especially when you're outside in noisy environments. Let's go ahead and give a quick demo of that. I can hear there are a bunch of air conditioner units outside, so I'm going to go out in the patio. So there's a fair degree of ambient noise right now, but yet when I'm talking, all that gets cut out and you don't really hear it so much. Now if I had my Rode mic on, or especially the mic in my G85, you'd be able to pick that up pretty loudly. So it definitely comes in handy in situations where you're trying to isolate the speech of a certain person. Okay, so when would you not want to use a lapel mic? Well, obviously, like when I was shooting at the zoo, I want the sounds of the animals, so I want my Rode mic, which is going to kind of project out towards what you're shooting. I don't want myself on that, so anytime you're filming things that are away from you, that you cannot put a microphone on physically, anytime where there's a lot of motion and you can't deal with a cord. Now, of course, you can get a wireless lapel mic, but they're pretty expensive. It's hard to find one under $100. Then you have batteries to deal with, and you have to get them on the right channel. I mean, if it's something you're doing professionally, sure, like at a wedding, definitely go for a wireless lapel mic at a wedding. A lot of these videographers who do weddings tend to do it that way, and that's fine. But I'm just talking from a strictly, hobby vlogger perspective here. Not really something I would consider getting. Now, to get the audio level you hear now, I have the camera set to -4 dB for the mic level. That can be found in your menu settings under the microphone icon. I think it's down on page 5 or page 6 of 6. Very easy to adjust, and that's something you can also save to a custom setting. It can be part of the C1 or C2 that I use for my video settings. So I'd say just play around with that and kind of see what a good level is. You want it to be kind of on the lower side, because you do get an amplified sound with this, and that's something that plays in its favor in terms of quality, because anytime you can amplify the sound outside of the camera, you're typically going to have a lower noise floor than you would using the camera's built-in DAC chip. So when you buy a G85 and you sound like this through the internal mics, you know you have to do something about it. It sucks pretty bad. But luckily, there are plenty of low-cost options, and this is one of them that you can use to get around that. So for $40, I think this is a good way to go. It's not that much money. In fact, it's cheaper than the Rode Video Micro, which is the cheapest Rode mic. It's powered. You can use it in noisy environments, isolate your subject. You got 20 feet of cord to work with, so it's really not that limiting. You just kind of have to keep an eye out for it. Make sure you don't pull your camera down or trip over it. Make sure other people know where it is. You can hide it in your clothes pretty well. Run it down your leg. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. So yeah, this is the Insignia lapel mic. The model number is NS-DLMIC10P. And it's available online. I bought mine on eBay, actually. So yeah, I'd highly recommend checking it out. I'm pleased with it, and for the price, can't beat it. All right, thanks for watching.